Mod time is here once again for Farm Sim 25, and in total we got 39 mods to take a look at today. All platforms, 16 new and 19 updates, and PC Mac players got 2 new and 2 updates. Today is the last day of mods that I can guarantee anything will be happening. We don't know what's going to be happening over the next 2 weeks, but I will be updating you every step of the way, so make sure you're subscribed, that way you don't miss it. If you're just here to see what mods released today, well, here you go. All platforms got the CLAAS LEXION 8000, 5000, Merlo, and farm equipment, and we got some really cool buckets with that. Custom Modding's Landoll 845 AG Hauloll Series, Lizard NX Series, which has got an unrealistic tipper, the Tim Weeder 2-row, Pfanzelt Forest Shield, Logging Trail Plow, which allows you to actually create your tracks. It's very cool. Lizard Snow Pusher, Liftable Pallets, Silverrun Forest, which is one of the first mods I've ever seen that adds a map as a required mod, but it works in a brilliant way. I'll show you that. We also have Building with Cowshed, Manure Heat Pack, Selling Buying Stations, and 4 new maps, including the mod test map, Mediterranean, Italy, Saaleplatte, I don't know how to say the name of this one, Saaleplatte, and Chipping Norton. And only a couple new ones for PC players, including the Horstline NX Series, which is the same as the Lizard NX Series, and we got the Animal Trader. Let's check out the CLAAS LEXION 8000, 5000 series today from GEFD25. Mod's got between 313 horsepower and 790 horsepower, and depending on which engine you're choosing and which model number, you're also going to be getting different capacity options as well. If we pop out and take a look, capacities will range from 9,000 to 18,000 liters, so be aware of what you are buying and monitor that capacity range right there. Wheel brands, you've also got different ones here. So we got those CLAAS tracks. You also have a Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vedestan, and the CLAAS again. You can also do the TerraTrack number 2, which is a wide set. This is my favorite look on here. Absolutely love it. If we bop around to the back, we can get straw swath distribution, or we'll say swath, the distribution width between 6 and 16 meters. I would select whatever you're using for your header. So if you've got like a 12 meter header, for example, grab that 12 meters right there and it'll look better when you're in the field. Trust me. Then we can go to the ladder. We've got a foldable set or the standard ladder, which I don't know if sits there or rotates, not quite sure, but very cool to see a foldable set. We'll definitely go with that. Beacon light options, you've got a double flash and a standard set. Field scanner, you got yes and no. That's around towards front. It's not going to do anything in the game, but it's still very cool. Numbering, we've got 1 through number 9 on the side. However, we always go 3 for Dale. So there you go. Warning sign on outloading spout. Yeah, you can put that on there if you need to. You've also got all kinds of different setups here, and you've also got different bits at the end, whether you want them to be adjustable or not. It is very nice to see all those options, especially if you're running a 16 meter header. You're going to need the largest one down there. Plus, we got a license plate. No colors for once. You know what? I'm okay with it. Doesn't come on the header, but if you go check out the combinations, it will suggest some to you guys. Definitely that 1380 right there. That's going to be a very cool one to choose. We're going to go with that Mac down there as well. 15.2 meter working with. Come on. Take that, change it up to CLAAS green on it. Put your transport wheels, keep it as EU. You're ready to party, baby. Next is the Merlo and farm equipment. And I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of wish this was out yesterday because I recorded a video yesterday where I needed this and didn't have it, but I guess it is what it is. So we'll start with the machine itself. This has got between 170 and 500 horsepower. It is a monster and a half. Yes, you want it to just go download it now. Wheel options, you've got a Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Vedestan sets. Very cool to see those. We do have a few that we can change up, but not a whole lot through there. Also, those big horsepower engines, the 300 and 500, they do cost more. And then after that, it's just colors. And it is colors for all the stuff. There's too many almost at the end of the day, so I'll let you go through and find what you like. Now we are going to get ourselves one of these because I'm interested to see what a 500 horsepower engine does. Then we have the bucket. So these tools allow us to have different setups for other mods as well. So you've got one for a skid steer, front loader, and telehandler. Now these are going to be the same. So we've got our 6,000 liters or 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 6,000, 7, 8, 9, and 1,000, 102, and 120, 2, 4, 56, 7, 8, 9. Holy cow. What's the number on there? 200,000 liters. In increments of 10. I don't know why. We don't need all those. Just give us like, I don't know, 50,000, 10,000, 100,000. I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. I am going to buy one that's 200,000 liters, though. Don't you worry about that. Let's go for a red one just for whatever reason. And again, like I said, you've got those for the other ones. Pop it in, take a look. Go ahead and turn on everything so we can actually see what's going on. Enable all-wheel steering because you got to love that. Man, this thing goes 43 miles an hour. So there's your dump. Like that. That is very, very cool. Let's extend-o-matic all the way out. Looking good, looking good. Should we go fast? I feel like we should go fast. I was born like Ricky Bobby. I want to go fast. This does not feel like it has 500 horsepower. But I guess it's the transmission that's doing the issue, not the main speed here. Yay! Ha-ha! I'm a big fan of the chrome all the way around. Do love chrome. If you're going to do something flashy, do it up. So, do you want a customizable Merlo that you can change up colors on? Do you want a bucket that does that at 2,000 liters? I do. Well, then check that out. I am going to load this up. Sometimes, as I say, sometimes they forget the update mass equals false. This modder did not. They also say it's their first mod on the mod up. That's pretty cool. Yaka Tech Mods. Yaka? If I mispronounced your name, I'm so sorry. Gonna dump this out right there. There we go. Oh no! Oh no! Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. You know what? Just keep it going. Oh! It dumps out fast. It actually can't be performed. We just shouldn't have done it earlier. Oh, that's awesome. I kind of want to dump the rest of it out. Yeah. Skirt. I am stuck. So much. Oh my gosh. All right, I got a picture off of it at least, so there's that. All right, moving on. Now may I introduce you to the Landoll 845 AG Hauloll series. It is back again. Is this the third game? Farms of 19, 22, and 25? Was it in 19? I think it was in 19. Nonetheless, we got a couple things that we could do here. So we have the wheel setup. So these are going to be found in Jebac. Although every time I change it up a little bit, visibly, I'm not seeing any differences here, but maybe I can. This is as far as I can zoom in. I don't know why. I can't zoom out and can't zoom in. Why is this an issue just here? It's irritating. I want to zoom in to see stuff, but I can't. Ugh. It is what it is. Whatever. We got the frame cover if you wanted to go with that. We've got the wood covering on there, yes or no. Gooseneck flip extension. You've got that too. That's pretty sweet. I like seeing that on there. You can use that if you'd like. You don't have to though. We also have the coupling system 3-axle. Yep, we're going to go with that for sure because I want to show you how that works. And then we got the oversized signs. And then, of course, we've got colors. And here is this one. We'll do, I guess, the HD3 system with air hose. You can kind of see them in there now because we can actually zoom in on this one, which is irritating, but whatever. And we're going to do the exact same setups here as well. Foldable, and we'll do the frame cover. Now, it's not going to be great for turning, but we're going to do our best here. So you could see, since I've got the extension on there, it used that instead of the bit that's normally used. And then we're just simply going to back up. I think this is the right side, or at least it should be. There we go. Got the connection, and now we've got a triple axle in the back instead of just a regular. So we could fold up. We've got that oversized sign right there. That is very cool. We can click the open cover, which, I'll be honest, I don't think does anything. But we can keep opening covers. It just doesn't visibly do anything. If you want to fold everything up, you are going to have to select the trailer, not the attachment. And yes, I have been sitting here for a minute or two trying to figure that out. But once you do that, you flip it over, you've got your oversized sign there. Everything is good to go. I think because we got these flags here, it won't fold down all the way. Or maybe it's because we've got the plate covers on there. Either way, it is nice to at least see that. We keep having these open cover, closed cover things, but I don't know, for some reason mine aren't doing anything. Maybe it's just this setup. Maybe that's the reason. Let's see if we can get this thing unfolded and drop down. So we're going to detach. There we go. And then everything just kind of snaps into place, which works for me. Let's grab our telehandy here, and then we can easily load this bad boy up here. Just like that. Cool. Wonder if we can put that combine harvester that came out today too. Word to the wise, make sure you extend everything before trying to load a wide combine harvester on here. I mean, you can't say I didn't try, and you can't say it doesn't work neither. I think that works pretty darn good. Moving on. Next is the Lizard NX Series. So this is the crossplay version of the Horstline NX Series that came out today as well, but that one's unfortunately on PC and Mac only. This one is the crossplay version. We have two trailers. One is between 28,000 and 36,100. The other one is 48,000 to 65,100. And I don't know how that holds 65,000 liters, but you know what? I'm cool with it, man. I'm very cool with it. It does kind of seem like these are meant to be some unrealistic options, but something that's fun to use, so I'm cool with it. You've got all kinds of different extensions you can go through, find the ones that you like. A couple different wheel brands to choose from as well, so that is cool. We have old and new style logos. I like the old Lizard. I think that looks pretty sweet. And then we've got kind of some primary colors here. If you've got color mod installed, you can pretty much do whatever you want, and that's going to be the exact same for both. It kind of looks like they just doubled the numbers, or at least added like 20,000 or something. Next up, the Tim Weeder 2-row. Yes, it is Tim, T-I-M, Weeder 2-row. This will actually fertilize as it weeds. That's pretty sweet. Weeders pull out the stuff, and it can be used in the first stage of growth. So you could fertilize during that first stage of growth, which is very nice. 1.5 meter working with it, 6 miles an hour, holds 200 liters of solid fertilizer, 25 horsepower required. Tell you what, if you can get the right machine, rock this on an older map, or at least something where you're using small stuff. Tell you what, in a something, oh, it has like a 2-row in it. Yeah, I guess 1.5 meters, that explains it. Use this as like, I don't know, like a small map when you're just starting off. This will be sweet. Next is Pfanzelt Forest Shield. This bad boy hooks up via 3-point on the back. There you go, hook it up, and you'll be good to go. Otherwise, it's a forestry shield. That's kind of it. You can put the logo on there if you wanted to. We don't have that Pfanzelt blue color that you're used to seeing, but we have pretty much everything else. Yeah, there's really not a lot to this, to be fair. It does have that hook. Why has it got that little loop at the front? Well, it's because this is supposed to be put on the front of some machines where they have a claw or a grab, so you can actually like hook it on there and keep it nice and sturdy. This one's neat. It is the Logging Trail Plow. Oh yeah, so this is sweet. So it's an invisible plow to create logging trails while cutting down trees with a processor. To create logging trails, you allow create field, so it is a plow at the end of the day, and then it will work with HR Force, either Ponzi harvester pack. It'll also work with the Rotna harvester pack or the Komatsu harvester pack. However, that Ponzi harvester pack is a required mod for this one, so make sure that you've got at least that. I assume they did that just so there's at least something that it works with. Giants probably made them have a required mod, so they had to pick one of them. So let's use it. The Ponzi harvesters pack, boom, right there. And I'll be honest, I don't know where there's a hitch on here, so I'm gonna just assume we back up to it. Yeah, and then we'll go from there and kind of see what happens. Well, I didn't get a connection, I'll tell you that much. Let's try going this way. Hey, there it is, got it. So it's kind of facing the wrong way, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It just kind of pops in there and does whatever. Let's see if we can get ourselves out here, kind of out of harm's way. There we go. And from here, all we got to do is turn on create fields, allow create fields. And it's not doing anything. It's only when we stop. What's going on with this thing? So it's back there, but it only does anything when you stop. So if I'm going, stop. Going, stop. Go and stop. Is there something I'm doing wrong? I have no idea. It's neat. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. When I'm going backwards, it works. Huh. I guess for this machine specifically, you're supposed to be looking the other way. Could be. There we go. Let's change driving direction on it. And there it is. I know that some people may say, DJ, you were using it wrong the whole time. How did you not know that? Well, I've never used it before. You guys just saw my first thing, so you might do the exact same thing. And hopefully this will help you. I'm going to leave all that in because I struggle bust greatly. Does it work? Works great. Looks cool. I dig it. And it digs in the ground. Go, go, go. Lizard Snow Pushers from A-Dub Mining and the ABP team. What I need? Works on skids Diaz. We have 3 colors. You've got the frame, the bolts, and the skids. What's a skid? That's the frame. This is the skids. Bam. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Bolts. Can we do pink bolts? Big bolts, yeah. Anyway, make sure you guys get you a skid steer, hook up to it. You are good to go, and you can push around some snow. Last one we're checking out in the game today is the Liftable Pallets Silverrun Forest from Jos Mining. This is added to his Liftable mod, so now he's got one for Silverrun Forest, he's got one for all the base game products, and we have a one for the new Kinleg map that came out in the Highlands Fishing. So 3 liftable pallets mod for them. These are also set up ready to go when it comes to being auto-loaded. Sorry, my brain farted for a second. So if you're using something from like Chris S. and Riley S. for pallet auto-load, that will work perfectly fine. So we got a couple different ways we could do things. Number one, we can go through here and we could buy these. So for example, here's, I don't know, the easel, right? You can buy one of those. Bam. All this stuff used to be in the base game, but because Silverrun Forest is a mod now, it's not all in the base game anymore. So you kind of have to do this. But the thing is, well, there is a required mod for this. By the way, all of these are not part of this mod. Shocking. They're actually Silverrun Forest. Now, Silverrun Forest Placeables are not a mod. But they are if you have Jos Mining's Liftable Pallets Silverrun Forest Edition. What happened was, oh, look at that. We're already getting iron. Oh, that's awesome. What happened was, this mod has a required mod, and it is Silverrun Forest. So, in order to use this mod, you need to have Silverrun Forest. Well, how does a mod work if the map is required for the mod to work? Well, let me show you. Whenever you click on that, it's going to say Liftable Pallet Silverrun Forest requires Silverrun Forest. So if you're not on that map, obviously no map loads in. So do you want to select it? Yes, I do. So now if we go look for Silverrun Forest, you're going to notice that it ain't there. It's not in here. It's not in the giant section at the top. Nothing. But because we've selected OK, we can load into any map now and be good to go. You will have to have it downloaded, to be fair. I already had it downloaded. And now when we load in our map, we are greeted. Well, if I would do it the right way, we are greeted with Silverrun Forest Productions, like the wood turner. So we've got that, and everything it makes will be liftable. If you pop up to the top section, we go over to Tools, and in here we're going to find the pallet shop as well. So this is from Jos. This is part of his mod. You get the small, the standard, and the large, and these will actually allow you to buy these placeables. Make sense? Rock and roll. All right, let's move on. In addition to those, we also have the building with cow shed. This will hold 50 cows. Manure heap bank with 2 different sizes of manure heaps. And the selling buying station. You can't buy everything from here, but you can buy things like manure, lime, fertilizer, seeds, that type of thing. It does also say you can sell here whatever you need. So that's good as well. Now talking about maps today, we got a new one. The mod test map is one of 4 new maps today. There was 5 maps at release, but one of them is an update. So that was since been moved. So this is from the same modder that brought us the mod test map back at Farming Simulator 22. So if you played on that one, this one is the same. So we've got quite a few different things. You've got a hill climb section right here, which is I don't know if you guys remember, one of the first series on my channel was Hump Day Hill Climb, where I basically put stuff in the snow with a grain bin and made them go up a hill. You also got a figure 8 right here, so you can have a little bit of fun. You can also test right here. Your circle diameter, there's also numbers. Not sure why there's numbers. I don't know a lot about the map, but hey, we are good to go. We also have my favorite part here, the part that tests the suspension. This is a great test area, especially right here, which kind of wiggles back and forth. This is really nice for testing things like, I don't know, tractor movement. Anyway, I'm really glad to see that is back. I'll definitely be leaving this as a mod on my mod folder. We also have other stuff as well. You can see we got grass laid down, we got hay. You've also got olives and grapes, and I don't rice. Yeah, I got rice. There's also weeds. It's basically a field of everything. So you could kind of go through and test everything that you need to without having to worry about it. They also, pretty cool thing is the entire map is already purchased. So there's that. It's quite small, as a matter of fact. So you can see right here, that is the entire size. So this is about a quarter of the size. It's like a 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer almost. But you got all that, all the animals that you need. You got all of that. You got more bees than I think you know what to do with. Every base game production's down here as well. And then here's some more of the fields. So you basically have everything without having to do any work. You ready for harvest? You ready for collecting? All that good stuff. The one thing I didn't see, but I imagine is on the map, and I'm going to look for this until I find it, is a place to pick up straw. I would assume we would have that, right? But all the pickup stuff's way over there. Yeah, don't see anywhere to pick up straw. Oh yeah, and there's trees as well, so you can get trees. There is traffic. Yes, they're about as stupid as any other map, so don't worry a whole lot about that, dude. Yeah, that's about it. That's what you get. Which is what you get with it. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet and pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. It's not a word I made up. I've said that several times in videos. No new crops have been added, as you would expect. Here's your crop calendar, but I doubt anyone's going to be playing realistically on this map, so don't worry about it. Here are all of your animals, plenty of all of them. No contracts, of course, because you own everything. But we do own every single production. This one's pretty sweet. It's kind of an easy map to go through and do things with. Now, you can see we don't have any vehicles on here. I think the version in Farm Sim 22 had a bunch of vehicles, if I remember correctly. However, this one does not. So it just kind of allows you to, hey man, buy what you need, buy what you want. Not a bunch of stuff down already. I appreciate that greatly. Another map is going to be Mediterranean Italy, with landscapes of central and southern Italy. The map's got a hillside farm and picturesque Italian village. We have 62 different fields on here, various sizes. There's also forestry plots, and the main farm is equipped with storage areas, barns, and animals. We also have new crops, which is very nice. We'll get into those here momentarily. And the environment and gameplay features detailed Italian village, which we already talked about. There's also residential areas around, realistic hilly roads, trails, and Mediterranean scene. Medium-sized vehicles and tools up to 8 meter wide are recommended, so not really stuff that I normally use. And optimal helper performance. They say work manually around the field twice before you hire a worker. As you can see, the area looks very nice. Nothing too squared off, which is always very helpful. As far as your new crops, we do have, we're to start alfalfa, silage, corn, rye, triticale spelled, green rye, hay grass, and green manure crop. Areas that we own the outside of the map, which I absolutely love, but we also have all of this area down here. So you've got kind of fields 5, 6, 7, 1, and 2. You've also got this area right here, farmland number 1. That's going to be your main farm. And we've got a couple fields around, which could be purchased as well. Anything else? It's just crops that look like it's the right color. Let's see if we could find our farm. I think this is it. It was not. This is it, so that you can get an idea of what to expect around your farm. Quite an expansive little area right here. I'm digging it, man. I am digging it. The map is also by Johnny X Pro and Mickey Mapper, and they know what they're doing when it comes to Italian maps. They've been around for a long time. As far as everything else goes, we'll take a look real quick. Here is your crop calendar to give you an idea of what you can expect once you're in here. And we do have a large sheep barn, large pigsty, cow barn, and a chicken coop owned in default. Here are going to be some of the contracts that pop up. I've gone 5 hours in game now, up to 10 a.m., and this is all that's popped up, so heads up through there. No productions owned by default, but we do have a bunch of them in here, including some new productions, which is always nice to see. Welcome with open arms. And then we've got a lot of equipment as well, which you can see through here. It is kind of spread around the map, so you may have to go hunting for some of it, but you will find it. Don't worry. So plenty of stuff here, working in the fields, working in the vineyards. We've got it all. It does have 4 required mods though, and here they are. And we have a third new map for you guys today. This was Saaleplatte. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say the name or where it's from. It's a German map. That's about all I got with it. They do say it's almost realistic road layout and field layouts, and the terrain was built based on the real life location as well, with a few adjustments to make it playable with Farming Simulator. Pretty cool. Hey, I'll take that. Pretty basic around, fields all the way around. You got the town in the middle. Here's your PDA. That'll give you a good idea of where everything is and what everything is as well. 49 plots of land. You got 40 farms, including 3 meadows, or 40 fields rather. You have 1 main farm with a farmhouse and cows in the village, 1 cow farm on the edge of the village. You got a pig farm with a farmhouse, 2 animal pastures with 48 sheep and 49 cows. Not sure of the numbering scheme there, but hey, it is what it is. You'd also have a contractor or starting farm is what they say. 3 greenhouses, which could be purchased separately, and a purchase station for manure, slurry, and lime, which is not always the case on maps. So that is pretty cool. It's also precision farming ready and a whole lot more. So yeah, very nice, very nice. Take a look. No new crops been added to the map. As far as owned areas, we got farmland number 1 down here. We also have 16. See what else we got. 22 right there. And then it looks like, shoop, down here, 47. Main farm energy right there. Do we have anything else? Don't think so. Do not think so. Nope. Let's see. Let's grab it in. Let's load it and get out of here and see what this farm looks like. I'm usually a pretty big fan of the way that German maps do their farms. I think they're pretty cool. It's just kind of like stuck right here in the middle and not out and about. I like that. It's pretty sweet. Of course, it does go all the way down here too, so it's not just up there at the top. As far as your crop calendar, here is that. Give you a good idea of what to expect there. No animals owned at least by default. So all of those, it does say the main farm with a farmhouse and cows in the village. However, that doesn't appear to be something that we own by default. Here are your, goodness gracious, what is that? $117,000 for a harvesting contract. And we're going to do the spraying contract instead for 30 grand. Thank you. We do have 2 productions. We got liquid fertilizer and herbicide production on and seed production S. And then we have all of these as well. So plenty to do there. Then we jump into vehicles. Not as long of a list as the previous mod, but not too bad either. You got some nice John Deere stuff, some New Holland stuff. I think you got enough to get started with just about anything. And no wonder it didn't show anything. You have to buy that extended area down here. So you own all of this by default, but all of this down here, you don't. Well, that explains why we didn't have a cow farm on there. And for a map that small, could you believe it has 16 required mods? I don't even know where they are. And our last new mod today to take a look at for all platforms is Chipping Norton. This is a fictional map and farming simulator based on a real location in the English Cotswolds. You may also know this as Clarkson's Farm from Amazon. Yes, there is a 4X map already for this area. However, this is a bit of a returner because this, or the modder anyway, is a special thanks to the original Chipping Norton map developer, FS Landscaping. So with that, it does seem like they've given them permission to bring this over. So there is that. I would say everything seems pretty flat, all things considered. I mean, this is the grass texture. Doesn't really seem like there's a whole lot going on there. This is the farm. It is all gravel, no extra little bits and bobs to it. Of course, we do have the buildings all the way around, which is very nice to see those return, and some which are not there in real life. So there is that too. We also have your cow pen down here, but again, it just leaves a lot of detail missed. A lot missing here. This is your PDA, so you can take a look at that and see what you get in here. No new crops have been added with it. And we do have the farmlands here, so we basically own all the grass fields down just south of the main farm area, so that is nice. And if we head from the main farm to the right just a bit, follow this brick road right here. Nah, it's not a yellow brick road, it's just a road. Again, texture just seems like it's missing something. We find our way to the farm shop. I've been here in real life. Kind of looks like this. Yeah, there's a whole area right here where the dumpsters are, where there's a bunch of bathrooms, but that's about it. Again, missing grass textures. I'm not sure where they went, but they are not present on the farm, which is a bit unfortunate. We do have a NPC over here. We do have the farm shop itself. I haven't been in here in a couple years, so I'm sure it's changed a little bit. I don't know if it's just like that or not. And then we can kind of sneak past here. This is where you get your burgers from. They are very, very good. And then we've got a bunch of these tables in here. As a matter of fact, this one right here is the one that we got to hang out at sitting there with Caleb, which is pretty cool. Although I'm pretty sure these are facing 90 degrees the other way, all of those. nonetheless, there you go. That's kind of my way around. Oh yeah, and there's the farm restaurant down here as well, so you can see that too. Sneaky peek in. Sneaky peek in. Bit of a weird texture choice for this one as well. Seems like there's a lot of weird textures going on. The map doesn't seem very visually exciting. I think you'd have to do a lot of things to kind of build this back up the way you want it. As far as your crop calendar goes, here is that, so you get an idea of when you'll be doing what. We do have pig pasture, chickens, cattle, and a smaller beef cattle shed. So that's going to be the cattle shed on the main farm. Here are going to be your contracts, sorry, not productions. These are the productions, and we've got quite a few of them through there. We also have a lot on the farm as well that we can buy. And here is all of your starting equipment. We do have a decent setup of equipment on here, which is always nice to see. However, doesn't seem like the equipment is realistic-ish for the map itself, though I don't think they were trying to do that anyway. Oh, and did I mention no required mods? There you go. And we got updates for all platforms, including the Fendt 900 Vario version 1001. Snow chains can be selected in the shop. A new engine configuration with 515 horsepower and a top speed of 65 kilometers per hour. That's the Vario 945. Next up, John Deere Series 7010 version 1201. It says 1301 here, though. Hotfix for the lift axle? Is that right? I think that's right. And we got a blue one, the new Holland T7 HD Edition, version 1001. Added hook function when approaching the rear hitch. Fix the passenger, fix textures, fix wheel configurations that didn't destroy crops, and compatible with precision farming. Now here's a mod that we knew was getting an update, but we didn't know what it was. This is the Lizard Muscle from Agritono. It's version 1.1. They've added optional 500 horsepower output with a top speed of 250 kilometers per hour. Have no idea what that is in miles. They've also added optional traditional blower and a filtered blower options for hood mounts. That's pretty cool. With or without hood for each option, and improved the suspension for the interior camera. Next is Fit Tigo Pack. They've implemented the camera system, which does require a compatible tractor, adjusted the fenders on the Tigo 90, and fixed minor issues. Volmer Short Disc Harrow Series 101. Mod desk updated, APV removed, and textures adjusted. One of my favorite mod names to say, Snüfelstück. This will be version 1.3. Adjusted the fifth wheel coupling by community request. Added Continental tires, various configs, fixed minor XML errors, reduced the file size, and removed unnecessary files, and updated to the last patch. K-Brand GA 8030. Another tire size has been added. They fixed the warning signs, improved the texture quality, improved the lifting and lowering speed of the rotor, and adjusted the foliage bending and clip distances. Bressel and Lade CargoBox 2. Bug and object fixed, texture bug fixed, mod desk fixed. Increased fruit greenhouse adjustments to the current patch. Fruit greenhouse unloading speed adjusted from 150 to 175. Fixed a few spelling and translation errors and redesigned the signs. I think I need to fix a few errors in my speaking today as well. Modern Cow Barn, is that how you say that? They've improved the model. I'm just messing. Monoslope Cow Barn, the mod description was updated. Curbstone Fence Pack, they fixed it for version 1.14. Washingarea, mod description updated and visual adjustments to the washing area. Fire Siren, adjustments for the latest patch, and button bug fix. Now we got a couple maps for you. We got Owendale, Michigan, which was released, I believe, a couple weeks ago, but removed. However, it is back and updated 1.1. A fixed icon for carpentry and added liquid fertilizer and herbicide and water buying station. Also, I think there was an issue with the required mods that were not listed on there. Those are listed as well on the website now. We also have an update to a map that just came out, Renbu 25, version 1001 as well. They've added a new pre-built farm on Farmland 78, removed a hidden fence causing trouble near the starting farm, fixed a missing collision flag on a concrete slab bridge between the fields, removed the rocks in a field and on the road. Also fixed parked car clipping into a nearby building. Fix the terrain being too low below various houses, making them appear as floating. Added more color variation to pre-placed farmhouses. Extended the farmlands. Added a few more farmlands, including BGA area. Moved a few trees to get a cleaner view. Removed foliage clutter. Added bunker silo with the BGA. Rearranged the BGA area for better functionality. And added gravel stones to the church yard. Now, I don't see anywhere where it says that it needs a new save game, but I'm gonna guess probably so. That's a lot of changes. Defaults 25. No new save game is needed for this one. We got fixed various visual errors like floating objects, incorrectly displayed objects, and missing collisions, things like that. Uneven surfaces been fixed like street yards and things like that. Adjusted the AI traffic with cars and pedestrians. Weighing station at the BGA can now be sold. Collision at the grain hall has been adjusted. Field edges have been adjusted for better working by the helper or by GPS. We have imported performance improvements, there you go, adjustment of the manure and lime purchases, adjustment of lime price. Alfalfa will no longer be planted in the fields from the beginning as there were issues with orders. Not sure what orders mean, but there you go. Adjustment of the map edge or the collision. Fog has been adjusted, and other minor adjustment and typo menus have been done. Now, we have some new things as well. They've added a depot at the Landtechnik store. Thank you very much to the T4XS. They've also added clover and alfalfa silage to the biomass plant. Same thanks to them. The entire map can now be purchased, new textures for chopping corn added, and TMR has been adjusted. There is some information. They say to let the AI helper drive, traffic must be turned off as it can otherwise cause problems. All barbed wire fences can be sold in multiplayer through Farm ID number 1. That is going to be Farm 1 or Player 1. That kind of thing. And your last update for all platforms today, the Angevin Countryside version 1001. The manure storage area is now operational on the main farm. That's pretty cool. Milk production for Holstein and Swiss brown cows has been adjusted. This has been reduced from 27 months down to 20 months. The food flood pond, two different words there. Flood pond at the main farm's outlet has been removed, and many buildings, fences, and farmhouses are now available for sale. Very cool. So between the time that I recorded the video and when I'm editing, the Supermarket Productions has been added back to crossplay. If you don't know what happened this morning, this was released as a PC-only update and was completely removed from the mod because there's been an issue with the pallet trailer in the mod. So don't worry, it's been added back. It's version 1202 hotfix to remove the non-working pallet trailer, and it's back on crossplay. Checking out a couple new ones for PC and Mac players. The Horstline NX Series. So this is the same as the Lizard NX Series that we looked at a little bit earlier today. Just two trailers. One's a little bit more unrealistic than the other one is. I kind of like that. I think that's very cool. I've been drinking Dr. Pepper. Goodness gracious. Between capacities of 28,000 to 36,000 or 48,000 to 65,000. Same trailer. They both say 240 on the side. Well, one of them says 200, the other one says 240, but I mean, that thing holds an insane amount. Let's just be real here for a minute. As far as your extensions go, we got a couple different ones for both of them. Wheel brands, a couple different to choose from through there. New and old decals, which is nice, plus colors for everything. Last new one for PC and Mac players is the Animal Traders. This was interesting. So you place this down on your maps. However, you can only have one animal trader on the map, and it says it cannot be sold or removed. So there's that. It's only open from 6 a.m. till 11 p.m. in the game. However, the gates can be opened manually from the inside. Also at the animal dealer, Katie will appear on the farm if she's not already on the map. And you can also send the AI to buy milk, mineral feed, solid fertilizer, manure, and slurry. However, it's recommended to use small trailers. You can also, buy TMR there, of course. You could sell at a 10% markup for grass, hay, straw, chaff, silage, wood chip, sugar beet cut. And you can buy at a 20% discount eggs, milk, wool, mineral feed, silage additive, solid fertilizer, manure, and slurry. It also gives you $60,000 per month income. Will cost you $800,000 though, so be ready for that. And because you can only have one on a map, I don't think that you can add this if you already have one on a map. There's a lot of unanswered questions here. We'll have to figure that out over the weekend. Now, ending it out today, we have a couple updates for PC and Mac players. First up, the MAN TGS 18 series. This will be version 2.1. Lift axle system has been added. Camera system added. Bug fixes and Alliance 398HS added. And that's it. Our last confirmed mod day for Farm Sim 25 in the year 2025. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, and join the Go Ham fam. Double check those notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. I have heard through the grapevine that we should be seeing some more new mods soon for the Christmas break. Maybe sooner rather than later. So if you're not subscribed, definitely do that. That way you don't miss those. Serious about it. Hey, DJ's got you. Don't you worry about that. Hope you have an awesome day. Enjoy your Friday. We'll see you in the next one.